Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Mick Karshner. It's January 30th, 2025, and you are on the Creating Champions Zoom. This is actually the very first one that I've ever done. I've only been a part of this thing for like 4 or 5 days, if that, and it's taken off like crazy. So, what you can expect on this short Zoom this morning is just basically what it is, where we're at, and where we're going, and what you need to do to get the most benefit out of this USA pre launch. So, I'm up here in northern Idaho. I'm 62 years old. I'm a baby boomer. I live up here with my wife, my two teenagers, one dog, two cats, and two lizards. And I'm just an average guy, normal dude that has been doing networking for over 20 years now. And it's provided just an incredible lifestyle for my wife and I. I've been able to stay at home and not have a job for 20 years. And so it's in my blood. It's what I love to do. And this is a brand new opportunity that we're bringing to the United States of America and Canada, and it's already in a bunch of other countries. So, first thing I want to talk about is, where we're at. Where we're at is this is a USA pre launch that we're in right now. But behind this is a 20-plus-year-old international company, predominantly in Latin America and Europe. They did little over 200 million in sales last year. Rock solid company, rock solid science, clinical studies on all the products, professional athletes, Olympic champions. I mean, it's the real deal. Phone in customer service where you talk to a real human being. All the things that to me are very important in a network marketing company, it's all here. And so what that has done, it's presented a really unique opportunity, because normally the way this industry works is somebody will launch a company in the USA called a startup, and most of them fail. Most of them, not some of them, most of them fail. That's a fact. And then if they do get it going, then they start to open additional countries later. Well, we've got a scenario here that's very different. We've got a rock solid, reputable company already, and now we're launching the USA. So it's backwards. So what does that mean to us? Well, if you're kind of new in this industry, startups are very risky. Like I said, most of them don't make it. So what we have here is a USA startup with no risk. We've got no risk. Everything's done already. It's working. It's in place. And now we just connect ourselves to it. And those of us on this call will be responsible for launching the United States of America. And I do have some Canadians on here. Canada is fully functional too. All this is going to happen on February the 21st. Okay. So we've got about 22 days. So just say 3 weeks. We've got 3 weeks between now and then when this goes public to the United States of America and people get to know what the name of the company is, all the product lines. They get to know all the scoop. Right now, we don't because we're in pre-launch. And so it's really important what I'm going to share with you today so that you get the most benefit and the biggest potential launch you could possibly have between now and February 21st. Okay. Now, if you're on here and you're like, I just wanted to see the name of the company and what the products are, you don't even need to be on here because that's not happening until February 21st. But if you're interested in building a real business and making a nice residual income, this is for you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I've been a part of a lot of pre-launches over my 20-plus year career. Some of them went really well, some of them not so good. But I'm highly optimistic about this one. Okay, so we're in the pre-launch phase, and we've got 21 days, about 3 weeks left before the actual pre-launch. So really, what's very exciting about this, we only have one thing that we need to do right now. One thing and one thing only, and that's share our link. That's it. And so when you filled out that form, Matter of fact, let me share my screen. I'll go to the page right now so we can be looking at the same thing. And you guys, when I pull this up, let me know. Well, let me stop share. Let me share again, just so we're all on the same page here. Share. Okay. You see the screen? Okay. So all of us on this call have been to this website, hopefully. If not, you're in for a treat. This is the highest converting page I've ever shared in my 20 years so far. It flat works. Okay. And so all as we're doing right now is sharing this link, letting them watch the video, grab a sample. And if you haven't ordered your sample, as soon as you hop off here, get it ordered, or don't even bother. Don't mess with this if you're not going to get a sample, because that's what we're doing right now. We're all getting a sample of the product, sharing our link with others, and helping them to get a sample too. And that's for the next 21 days. That's all we do. And you know what I love about this? Some of you that you've been following me for a while. I'm a techie guy. I like building funnels and setting up automated emails and all that stuff. But you know what? That stuff's not duplicatable. It's too complicated for most people. And so people stay stuck. They're trying to figure out how to connect all the dots to make their site work and get leads and make sales and all this. And nothing happens because they're overwhelmed with the technology. What I love about this and the direction we're going to go with creating champions and attach ourselves to this 20 plus year stellar company, all the tech is done for us. We don't have to do anything except get our link and share our link. And that is what duplicates, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this thing is on fire right now, because people that before struggled trying to figure it out, or the page they were promoting had a terrible offer. You've got to have an irresistible offer and present it to the right audience. So who's our audience for this? Well, I'm going to tell you right now a little bit more about me. I'm 62. I'm a baby boomer. I'm a believer. I believe in faith, family, and freedom. I'm a patriotic American. I love America. I love our servicemen and women that sacrificed for our freedom here. Oh, I'm getting the chills, man. So that's what this is about. And I said, I have my friends in Canada here, and that's great. But this particular launch right here is for the United States of America to open this market. And so this page and the videos in this page really, really resonate with any person, man or woman, that lives in America and loves America. You send them this page, they're in, man. It matches the audience. Okay. So it's kind of like I'm a carnivore. I just eat meat. So I don't eat vegetables or anything like that. So it's kind of like if I had this cool carnivore site and I shared it with a bunch of vegans, it's not going to work too good, right? So this thing right here, you share it with that audience I just described, you're going to be amazed at the results you get. Like, I'm watching this happen. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's really, really working really good. So that's all we do right now is share our link. Now, what happens when you share your link? Well, let's go over here now. I want you to look at these emails and see how, they all have creating champions. So I did a search in my, and I spelled creating wrong, but it still brought it up. That's good. And there's two different emails. One of them is going to start with wow. When you get a wow email, that means somebody went right here to your link and they clicked on this free sample, please, and they filled this out and hit next. But they have not yet bought a sample, okay? So that's when you get a wow email. And like I said, it's all automated. The company, if they don't buy the sample, they send a follow-up email and remind them, here's the checkout. Go back and get your sample. It's all done for us. We don't have to do it. But look at the next email here in this list. Big news. Okay, big news. That means somebody just clicked and bought the sample. Okay. They just got a spot in your business. They got a sample on the way. And by the way, the samples ship either from California distribution center or Texas. So depending on where you're located geographically in the USA will depend on which distribution center it comes from. I'm in Idaho, so obviously mine's going to come from California straight up. Hope it gets here today too, man. I'm excited. I think it's going to. And right now, they don't even have any tracking on that or anything. No tracking codes. It's just you order it and it'll be there in 3 to 5 days. Okay. So that's for the pre-launch. But these are what your emails mean. Okay. And when you get one, I love how they're so like motivating, inspiring. They're fun. They're exciting. I think it's sexy, like this marketing compared to some things I've been a part of. It's like, wow, this is cool. It's talking about, who it was and what you're up to. Here's your link again. Just keep sharing your link. So that's on that one. And then on the big news, look at this. And I just did this. This is Rob, and he's a patriotic American. He's like, oh, heck yes. It tells me what to do. Rob just got his sample. Reach out. I did. Show them you share. That's what we're doing right now. Share your link. Mood check. Follow up when their shipment arrives and get on their mood meter and all that. And you get $5 on every sample that goes out. Normally in a pre-launch you don't, but we get $5 on every one of those. So 10 of those things go out, you made $50, and we're not even started yet. So somebody asked me, well, where are all those commissions at, Mick? Well, they're just banking. And that's what I'm going to go to next, okay? Every one that we bring in right now is going into what's called a holding tank. And I'm going to give you just a visual. Let me see if you can see my chalkboard. I'm getting fancy here now. Hopefully I don't knock my laptop over. You guys can see my chalkboard, huh? Okay. Okay, so right now, just kind of, some of you might be kind of new to this industry. I think most of us in here have been in network marketing and understand. But if you don't, this is important for you to understand, okay? I want to set you up to win in this launch, okay? And the clock is ticking. But with that, there is no FOMO. There's not the fear of missing out or and the hype that comes with a lot of these pre-launches. We don't have that. I'll show you why here in just a second. There's no need to worry. There's no need to get stressed out. I'm going to show you why right here. I love how this is set up. So just imagine this big old circle here. That's your holding tank, okay? And you refer your first person that orders their sample, okay? They go in your holding tank. Now, the people that do not order a sample, they don't go in the holding tank. They do not get a spot in the business, okay? They're just a lead that the company's going to follow up with. If it's somebody that you really want part of your team, you also follow up, send them a text, call them, email them, whatever, and then get them to get their sample. When you do, boom, they go in there. So now you've got 2 people in your holding tank, okay? So this is going to go on for the next 3 weeks. All of us on this call, we have one goal and one goal only. How many people can we get in this holding tank prior to February 21st? And then, so, they just keep coming in, keep bringing people in, okay? And our holding tank's starting to fill up. Now, let's say it's February the 21st, okay? It's the launch. It's in Houston, Texas. It's going to be the 21st and the 22nd. I already booked my ticket. I see Cindy. I know she already booked her ticket. Okay. And I don't know if Rusty's on here. There's a lot of people, but he booked his ticket. I highly encourage you, if you're serious about building something, that's going to last and something that you can stick with and plant your flag and be long-term, I would try to get to Houston. You don't have to, but Houston, Texas, 21st, 22nd. Okay. So I'm going to get in on the 20th late, like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm going to leave Sunday at about noon. So any of you that are there like Sunday morning, we'll have a little time. We could have breakfast and coffee, away from the event and really get to know each other and stuff. Okay. But anyway, so all these people now, okay, now the pre-launch is over on the 21st. So now we're launching, spelled it wrong, the US of A, baby, America. Okay. And now what we're going to do is place these people in network marketing, pay plans, they call them legs. So each person is a leg. And in this plan, when you first start, you only need 2 legs. And 3, just a little over 3, will take you all the way to the top of the comp plan to the highest level. Okay. So I really like this because somebody like me, who I've always been a big recruiter, I just always have. I bet I've sponsored over a couple thousand people personally, just myself. But that's over a long career. But I always bring in a lot of people quickly. And what I love about this is I can now go over here and start placing my legs. And of course, I'm not just going to go all the way across because that's too many, people to juggle to help and stuff. So with this plan, what I can do is take the leftovers and start placing under these, and it helps those people out. And so I really like this. And so I would encourage you to do the same. Get as many people in your holding tank in this next 21 days as possible. Just like cut everything else out, all the distractions, and just focus on getting your link in front of eyeballs. And I'll be honest, the first day I just got in my phone contacts, and people that I noticed started texting them and said, "Hey, I found something. I know you love America just like me. I want you to watch a video." And that's it. And if they said yes, I sent them to my page. That's it. Real simple. We don't have to overthink this thing at all. And I would encourage you, go to the people that are your best friends and the tightest, with you. And, you can use social media and all that too. I do that as well, of course. On that note, I do get a lot of good results on my social. I make short form videos and all this stuff. If you're not into that or you don't know what to say, I have it on my notes. You're free to use any content I post and make it your own, okay, with your information. You don't have to ask me, is it okay, Mick? It's okay. Anything I put out on social media publicly is yours for the taking. Now, I will say this because I understand how the algorithms work on these platforms. Always, 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 you can copy and paste what I put and then paste it, but always edit it. Tweak it a little bit to your own personality, okay? Because these platforms hate copy and paste because it's not original content. But when you edit it a little bit, now it becomes an original piece of content. You guys get this? Just tweak it a little. It doesn't have to be much. Couple words, and then maybe if I put a picture, change the picture, okay? And if you can watch on mine and copy the ones that are getting a lot of traction, okay? If they're getting a lot of people asking questions and engaging on them, and the post is getting in front of a lot of people, those are the ones you want to copy. And let me tell you, I'm going to share something with you. As good as I've gotten at that, I'm really bad at most things, and there's a couple things in life I'm good at. But as good as I got at this social game, even at 62, the other day I had a post on there just cranking. I couldn't keep up with people asking, what is it? Send me info, all this stuff. And I thought, oh my gosh. And then it died down. So I created another one, very similar, different picture, couple of different words, but I don't know. It got one reaction, and the other one got hundreds. So, and I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I think it's because in the very first line, I put network marketing in all capitals. I think maybe Facebook flags network marketing and doesn't show it as much. So I would say don't use that term, because the other one, I didn't use that term, and Facebook loved it. They're like, we're showing this to everyone, man. So just experiment with it if you do want to use social. And when you have one that gets interaction, make one real similar to it. Okay. And it's probably going to get a lot of interaction too. And I just deleted that one. I left it up there for an hour and I'm like, I got shadow banned, man. Facebook is slapping me. So I just deleted that thing off of there. I'll start over. But anyway, I think that's enough. Oh, real important. I just got this and wrote it down right before I hopped on here. It's legal and encouraged to enroll your spouse. So if you already did that, great. If you're married and you have not, as soon as we get off here, go to your link, enroll your spouse, get their sample, okay? And then why would we do that? Well, when you do this, one of these top ones, that's your front line, you're going to put your spouse and you're up here. So now you're double dipping. You're getting an income stream, of course, to yourself for everything under you. But now if you put your spouse, there's a secondary income stream for your household. So you can double dip and it's fully legal. I just got the approval on that, which I like. So guess what I'm doing after this? Vicky, Vicky, congrats. You just got in oh, I can't say the name of the company yet. Creating Champions. We can say Creating Champions though. Okay, and then last thing, and we'll go to open Q&A, is there's a trip to Aruba. And on February 21st, they're going to announce whatever we have to do. Do this, you get to go to Aruba. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm already told Vicky I'm running for Aruba. Who wants to go to Aruba? The trip's in October. And I think it's 7 days or something, 7 nights. It's a really good trip. And I think we're going to have right at 6 months to qualify for it. And I don't know what that is, but as soon as I do, I'll be sharing it. Let's see how many of us can go on a free trip to Aruba. That sounds really good, right? It's like 20 degrees here today. Okay.